Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Today we are back for another viewer summons on Mahira's account. Big shout out to Nagini, the Guild, and Javid. So we're going to go ahead and do some summons here with one of his accounts. So we actually have 109,000 diamonds, so an absolute insane amount of diamonds. On this account, we're going to go ahead and do the summons. We're not going to build anyone just because I'm not specifically sure which heroes that he's looking to build. But as of always, we will start with our soul stones. We do have a bunch of Pitmaster gifts. These you get random out of arena. So when you're going through and you're doing your daily or your weekly quest for the arena, sometimes you do pick up the Pitmaster gifts. We do have 6 of them here, which is 300 diamonds, 30 elite stones, and 60 regular rare stones. So very, very cool. Soul stones here we have an absolute insane amount. We have 14 soul stones, so I'm just going to do 2 at a time. That way we can see who we can pull. So here, double Nimisu. Not the best pull, but definitely a hero that takes him right to Elite Plus. We have Antandra and Sylvana. I'm hoping to get a couple, which Rose, definitely a very, very good pull, but a couple of Celestials and a couple of Hypogeans at this point, which another Sylvana, another Ira, so we're definitely going to have some food, so we need to send some heroes. Belinda and Sylvana, so Sylvana is what we're seeing a lot of now. And a copy of Torn. We have Torn unlocked. I'm actually building him on a couple of accounts just for the fact that very, very powerful. When I've used him in the lab, he is very strong, and we unlocked Falks. But using him in the lab, it seems like he does perform really, really well. And then Skarath and Pharrell, that is a very good pull. One of the strongest Maulers and Graveborn. So the rare stones we're just going to go ahead and keep just because we don't want to fill up our entire bags with our rare fodder, since again we're not going to be building anyone. So let's go ahead and look at the wish list really quick. As you can see, we did add in Anoki, super, super powerful. I cannot wait to build him, as well as Saurus. Very, very powerful for Twisted Essence and guild bosses. In the new event, when you hit floor 10, if you don't have Saurus Ascended, I would go for Saurus. The trade-off between the red chest and Saurus at the floor 10, definitely pick up a copy of Saurus. Even at Elite, he can do just insane amounts of damage. So let's go ahead and get into our companion summons. As you can see, we have 1,700 hearts, 300 scrolls, 76 faction scrolls, and almost 110,000 diamonds. So we have an absolute insane amount to summon here. And an elite right off the bat with a companion, another copy of Torn. Very nice. Like I was saying, he is a hero that I do want to see. His skill set seems pretty strong, especially when it comes to the Graveborn Tower. And building up a lot of rare cards here. Got a couple copies of Eden. Look at that. Anytime we get 5 or 6 rare cards, I'm excited. And another 5 there. Even though there's no elite, and the rates on these are a lot lower than the regular summons. That's why pretty much anything we get with the companion points, even over time, the rare cards add up. But anytime you pull an elite is very, very good. And we are just getting a insane amount of rare cards. And look at the heroes. We have Torn, we have Nimisu, we have Skarath, we have Antandra, we have Sylvana. Pretty much everyone we had, and look at the fodder that we got for this account. So pretty much whatever hero that Javid's looking to build, he's going to be able to on this account, just because we're going to have so many copies by the end of this. Again, a lot more rare fodder, 500 left. And another elite, which I'm hoping for a copy of Leica. Leica is definitely a good hero for the Wilder team, especially if you want to build the synergy with Iran. Iran and Leica Shell is very, very powerful and have a huge PvP presence as well as campaign presence between the two. So 200 more companion points here. And again, the amount of rare cards we are getting here is absolutely crazy. And another elite right there, which is a copy of Isabella. She's very, very powerful in the campaign, not really utilized very much, but when it comes to the Graveborn Tower, almost an absolute necessity comes from Isabella. So we have 300 scrolls. So this is going to be a huge, huge summoning session. We pull an elite right off the bat, which is a copy of Cecilia. Very powerful light bearer. If you didn't know, the last event, the Abysmal Expedition event, she was a absolute key to the damage mitigation, giving you more damage to be able to do on Golas, the very last boss. Let's see what we got here. We got Cecilia up, and we have Isabella up. So a couple more copies of them, as well as a lot more elite cards there. And another elite. We got Saurus, there he is. Like I said, even at one copy, super, super powerful, especially when you get him built. Once you get a signature item, he can absolutely destroy Twisted Essence bosses and guild bosses. If you've seen any of the higher level players, Saurus is just doing billions of damage, literally billions of damage. And there's another elite, which is a copy of Torn. Across all of my accounts, I've gotten a lot of copies of Torn. I'm not sure if he's going to be the one to replace Grez, just because Grez kind of falls off with the scaling and the damage mitigation he can do. But Torn seems like he'll be a very, very solid hero. Another elite, so we're not having the best luck today. We did get a copy of Oden unlocked as well. He's the hero I'm currently trying to build on the Graveborn account. Just need one more copy of Oden on my Graveborn account. Back-to-back elites, very nice. There's a copy of Torn again. That's 4 copies of Torn. I think that's already 4 copies of Torn. That can definitely take him to Legendary Plus at this point. And again, look at the amount of fodder we are going to have with this account. I wouldn't be surprised if we did pull a couple more copies. Like I said, we're looking for some Celestials and some Hypogens. Another elite there, which we get a copy of the Twins. That's what we're looking for. Anytime that you can pull the Twins, anytime that you can pull Talene, super, super powerful. The Twins are utilized in almost every event. And back-to-back elites. We've got another copy of Cecilia. Very nice. We're getting a little bit more luck here. Very excited to get a copy of the Twins. With the haste that they bring and the energy regen from that, as well as their linking ability, and a triple, look at that, a triple pull. We got another copy of Saurus, Solus, and Isabella. That is a very, very solid pull. That means Saurus we have at Elite Plus because we just unlocked him, meaning that we could even get him up to Legendary just for the utilization aspect of having 2 copies of him. So good triple pull there. Look at another card. Red chests and emblems like crazy. Which that gives us Twins to Elite Plus. Look at that. Saurus and Solus to Elite Plus. So again, on this account, we are going to have an absolute insane amount of heroes to go ahead and work with. And another elite right off the bat, which is, there he is, a Noki. Again, another hero that I absolutely want to build. I've used him in the Labyrinth and super, super powerful. I cannot wait to see him really build with artifacts and signature item leveled up. So we have 91 summons left here, or 91 scrolls, so 9 more summons. And again, another elite, which is a copy of Saurus. We got another copy of Saurus. That's 3 copies of Saurus. That's 4 copies of Torn. Isabella, the Twins. Going to be a very, very good summoning session. We just need 1 or 2 more and another double there. Do we get a copy of Saurus? There he is. Copy number 4, that'll take him to Legendary Plus, if not higher. We could even take him now all the way to Mythic Plus, depending on the food, but we do need 4 more copies if we wanted to pull him to Ascended. And there's his second copy, as well as Scrag, as well as Sylvana. So again, we have a lot of heroes that we could utilize. So we've got 3 more summons here for the regular scrolls. And I'm thinking that we can try to get another double if we get a copy of Titus. He's a hero that I haven't used very much. A lot of people who do use him say he does absolutely phenomenal as long as you can get him to live. And a copy of Oden. Very, very nice double pull there. And I know we're going to have quite a few elite stones that we can pull out of the barracks once we get through these summons. There we just got some more food, but Elite Plus of Oden, as well as, again, a lot more food that's sitting here. 3 cards on the table now. And another Elite. Very, very nice. Copy of Leica. Another copy of Leica. Very nice. Start going through the gems now. And in the barracks, we're going to be able to pull, I'm thinking, at least probably 2 or 3 more Elite stones, which this account is going to be absolutely primed. Which is a copy of Torn. That's 5 copies of Torn already. Building him and testing him, like I said, I would love to see him. Not sure Javid's exact plans on the account, but there's another Elite. Just a copy of Cecilia. So Cecilia in Torn is where we've seen a absolute insane amount. And there we go. We have Leica up. We have Cecilia up, another copy. So again, depending on who we're looking to build here, we do have a lot of heroes available now. Haven't seen many of the more common heroes, your Rowan, Belinda, a lot of the regular heroes that we see. Not many light bearers short of Cecilia either. Which is a copy of Nara. Very nice. Super solid CC for the Greyborn team. And she makes up some of the later game team comps just because of her CC ability. And her bleed, which does a lot of damage. Another Elite there. Hoping it's a couple more copies of Saurus, which we get a copy of Leica. Another copy of Leica. Let's see, let's go ahead and build. I'm thinking we're running out of room, so we'll just see if we got some heroes that we can just take to Legendary Plus. Even to get some of the food out of the way, which I'm not seeing that much fodder. We have 3 here, but we don't have a 4th. I'm even here, 1, 2, 3, 4, so here we do have a 4th. Just that way we can make a little bit more room and keep 1 or 2 heroes. Alright, so let's get back to the summons. We have 4 cards there, 80,000 still left to use. More copies of Sylvana. Alright, come on, some more Elites. We need to double, just a single pull there. Just a copy of Solus. Very nice. I've started using Solus on my Wilder account, and she seems very, very powerful. She does a ton of damage. If you guys haven't used her or gotten her out of the lab, she does an absolute insane amount of damage. So we got 69,000 gems left, and we do have some scrolls at this point, and another Elite. Should we get a copy of Rose? So we got a copy earlier. That's our second copy of Rose. And a lot of rare cards. Like I said, if we're getting 5 rare cards every time, very, very cool. Which another Elite here, which is a copy of Lucius. Like I was just saying, we hadn't seen many light bears. There's an elite plus Rose. All right, so we already have 5 cards on the table. We still have 58,000 diamonds left. But we are definitely getting the heroes for this account. Build everyone up and just make a huge, huge push, which another elite here, which is a copy of Titus, a second copy of Titus. So we'll be able to get him to Elite Plus at that point. Need a couple more copies if we do want to level him up even further. A lot more emblems, so we're going to have emblems to pretty much level up anyone at this point. Gives us more light bear food there, as well as a couple more elites. There's another elite right there. Copy of Isabella, another copy of Isabella. So it seems like out of our wish list, we're still missing quite a few heroes, which I figured we'd have a little better luck than we have. Copy of another copy of Rose. Again, just continuing building food for this account. 34,000 gems left, which 3 rare pulls, not the best pull. And there's another elite. Hopefully it is a Celestial. Copy of Lucius, another copy of Lucius. So we did get a copy of the twins, which is good. Anytime that you can pull the Celestials or the Hypogeans are very, very good pulls. A couple more rare cards there, and this should be our elite pull. Every third you get an elite, which there he is, or her. Copy of Lucius again. So that'll give us more copies of Lucius, more copies of Savannah, as well as a lot more rare fodder, another copy of Elite Angelo. We have 6 cards on the table now, 20,000 gems left. Which just some more rare cards. See, we're really running out of room here. But we're able to combine some of the heroes here. We're going to be right down to the wire with the amount of bag space that we got, and a double elite there. Very nice. There's a copy of Solus and Isabella. So definitely a very good pull. 10,000 diamonds left. A couple more elites. There's another elite plus Savannah, or Solus, excuse me. All right, so 3 more pulls here, and another elite back to back. Very nice. Here's a copy of Lucius. That's 3 copies of Lucius in the last probably 10 pulls, which is absolutely insane. And our final one here, a little bit more fodder. Another card, so we have 7 cards on the table. Let's go ahead and look at the barracks. I believe we're going to be able to buy out probably all of the stones at this point. Yep, so we did get all of the stones there. So let's make sure we got a little bit of room. A couple more copies, so we'll go ahead and we'll do all of our stones here. So we got 4 more stones, which is another copy of Lucius, Kaisos, Brutus, and Ogi. So a lot more copies there of a couple more heroes. So Stargazer, we're going to leave right now. We're not going to do any of the Stargazer pulls, but we're going to go ahead and go for Wilders at this point. Just because I do absolutely love Saurus, and I believe he's a hero that we can do very, very well in this account. Because of the carry through so many Twisted Essence bosses, allowing you to get more Twisted Essence in return. And an elite right off the bat. Hopefully it's a copy of Saurus, which it is Leica, another copy of Leica. A couple more rare cards there. I'm hoping we get a double or a triple on this one. Would be nice. That gives us Kaisos and Leica there, as well as some more cards there. So let me do a couple more pulls. We got 46 faction scrolls left. Which another elite, hopefully it's Saurus. Copy of Iran. Iran is the main carry, without a doubt, for the Wilders. He is the key to most teams, especially as you progress further into the campaign. He is the main carry. Not only the amount of damage that he does, the slow, plus the insane CC that he can provide. We got one more summon here, and then we'll go ahead and we'll pull our cards. Another copy of Ogi. Our last one, let's make sure it's a good one. Really, really hoping an elite off the bat, which is a copy of Leica, another copy of Leica. All right, so a little more there, so let's go ahead and, we're gonna have to make a little bit more room. So again, Javid, this account is completely stacked with heroes that you can build. Between everyone, you have a ton of heroes. We got another copy of Solus. So the Wilders are definitely going to be prepped and ready, as well as all the other factions. Copy of Tassie. We haven't seen her yet. I don't think we pulled any copies of Tassie. And there is Lorzen. So we unlocked Lorzen at this point as well. Another hero that I used for a little bit, his survivability seemed pretty low, but I think if you build him and you build him right with the good team comp, you'll have absolutely no problem performing really, really well with Lorzen. There he is, a copy of Saurus, making a comeback. 3 more cards. Let's see if we can pull back to back. Which is a copy of Almas. I almost forgot about Almas. Oh. Now it says we're full. Oh, so we are completely full. All right, let's see what we got. I'm thinking we'll build a Hogan. Just because we need just a tiny, tiny bit of bag space here. That should allow us to do our final 2 pulls. Hoping for another copy of Saurus at this point, or Iran would be nice. Another copy of Tassie, definitely take. She is an S+ hero. And our final pull here, which is a copy of Almas, second copy of Almas. All right, so overall we got an insane amount of heroes here. As you can see, we have fodder for pretty much anyone. So any heroes that we're really looking to build, we have more than enough fodder across the board. A lot of copies of Torn we pulled. A lot of copies of a couple of heroes. So very, very nice with the summoning session. Again, thank you, Javid, and the guild, Nagini, I believe, for allowing me to do the summons. They've been stockpiling the gems and the diamonds, as well as the scrolls and everything to make it happen. I'll put the link to the description to the viewer summons. I love doing the viewer summons. They're very, very cool. So if you want me to do a viewer summons for you, please let me know. Just drop me an email and we'll have to coordinate a time to go ahead and work out the viewer summons. But again, thank you to Javid and everybody else for watching. And as always, thank you guys for watching.